It was the last day before Christmas. Raccoon Dad, sitting in his Halloween-themed mansion, thought to himself, "This year I'm going to celebrate Christmas properly and get that Christmas spirit." So he neatly decorated his fireplace with Christmas ornaments and last week's footwear laundry.
Disgusting!
Though he had tried, he still felt nothing from this. He yelled out in his own mansion, trying to humor the few functioning brain cells left in his gamer brain. But alas, this also didn't get him in that Christmassy mood. That is when he decided to do something that not even Asmongold himself had done. Raccoon Dad proceeded to step out of his house portal and left the house. At first it was weird seeing the outside world again, after being cooped up in his house editing for months, but somehow it felt like a step in the right direction. After standing and delivering certain death to the highwayman in Reno Village, Raccoon Dad noticed something unusual. The cow field next to Lumbridge Mill was frozen and empty. How dare someone remove my only female interaction I have in the world, he thought to himself, and decided to inspect this heinous crime scene more thoroughly. Indeed, all the viewers' moms, the cows, had completely vanished from their pen, and all Raccoon Dad could see was this left-leaning, activist-looking fellow with blue hair standing there. He decided to strike up a conversation with the blue fellow, even though it could very well turn into an hour-long discussion about the movie Avatar. Jack was the name presented to Raccoon Dad as the exchange of words began. Jack stated that his dad made him go to Gielinor to bring a bit of cheer to the people. The closest thing to cheer being the furniture in front of his fireplace, Raccoon Dad was intrigued by this statement. But Jack then quickly proved he had a political agenda, as he had intended to freeze the whole world as an act against global warming. Raccoon Dad was momentaneously put off, but once Jack mentioned he hated Christmas and Mariah Carey, Raccoon Dad's non-existent ears once again perked, and those luscious blue lips looked so tempting they could start Gielinor's second Pride event of the year. Once Jack, on top of this, mentioned his daddy issues, Raccoon Dad said, "Let's get this Xmas party started." Jack then explained he had frozen the cow pen to make a playground for everyone. Then he randomly proceeded to sum up Joe Biden's presidency. "I think that sums it up," said Jack, and Raccoon Dad stood in awe at the accuracy of Jack's miming. Afterwards, Jack decided that Raccoon Dad should learn to ice skate, as his overwhelming amounts of testosterone could threaten the feminist agenda if it was not significantly lowered. Raccoon Dad, thinking that modern feminists are good entertainment, agreed and proceeded to slip and slide harder than the initial D Deja Vu intro song for that one weeb show. Jack was astonished by Raccoon Dad's willingness. But then, out of nowhere, Skeletor from He-Man appeared.
"It is you again, Jack Frost," said Skeletor.
Frozen in fear, Jack realized the only thing to prove his love for the 10-hour He-Man remix of What's Going On had appeared. "Oh no, my embarrassing past," he thought to himself. But alas, Skeletor was only there to promote pain and suffering, as he was still stuck in his emo era from middle school listening to Linkin Park. Jack and Raccoon Dad quickly thought to themselves that the best way to deal with this was to do something akin to their middle school years, and proceeded to pelt Skeletor with snowballs and rugby tackle him out of existence, all while yelling mean gamer words that, like the Dark Lord, must not be named. After Skeletor was sent back to the 1980s where he belonged, Jack sent Raccoon Dad on a wild goose chase so few tiles away that even Settled wouldn't be able to make an episode out of it. Raccoon Dad started his seductive session and patted the large loud cock. After winning this game of gay chicken, Jack was so impressed that he awarded Raccoon Dad a Christmas sweater and a snow globe to put on his head so he could hide his grin when listening to the modern political debates. In other words, Raccoon Dad didn't get jack shit. But alas, he returned home glad. He was happy, because this day had taught him some valuable lessons. He had learned the importance of liking and subscribing to the Raccoon Dad channel, as well as even though the world is full of so many different opinions and political takes, this is the time of the year where none of that matters. This is the time of Christmas joy, where family and friends gather, set aside their difference, and spend valuable time together. And with that said, I wish you all a Merry, Merry Christmas.